Hey there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Taryn Tats. I'm back with another video. And yeah, as the Christmas season approaches, um, us horror fans, our good friend David Howard Thornton has blessed us today. Um, yeah, we have two cool releases, and I'm happy to be talking about them. And yeah, just real quick, okay? I promise it'll only take a second. Just want to show you a couple other things I picked up. I realized even though I used to have the 24 by 36 original poster for Child's Play, unfortunately I don't have that anymore. I used to have some really good posters back in the day. I had Child's Play, Halloween 4, Waxwork, all kinds of stuff. Pumpkinhead, I was like, damn, I wish I still had those. Um, but anyway, I was at the local bookstore and I found this. And I've been meaning to see about getting into these tin plates. And, I figured I picked this up. I got Child's Play. I was thinking about looking into these, it's like, don't get me wrong, I love my posters here and everything, but they're really big. They take up a lot of room. And I admit, I've been kind of thinking about getting into some of these, especially because, they're smaller and you can get more of them, but yeah, and I just realized, I saw this and it was only $6. And yeah, I just realized too, it's like, you know what? Yeah, this is really sad. I don't have, a Child's Play poster. So, this is in a way kind of rectifies the problem, doesn't it? So, yeah. Yes, yeah, if I remember, yeah, this is the good old VHS box cover. So anyway, so picked that up and got this in today too. This is got this for $10 on Black Friday. Now the 4K is probably going to be coming around the corner, but I figure I'll watch this first and see if I like it or not. And if I do, I'll pick up the 4K, and that is Abigail. It didn't come in the black case. I put it in the black case, but so yeah, I figure I'd give this a look see, and like I said, if I like it, the 4K comes out, which we know there'll be a 4K eventually. So the 4K comes out. If I like the movie enough, I'll upgrade. But for right now, I figure $10 on Blu-ray. You know, I think I can live with it. Anyway, now to the real reason we're here. Like I said, good old David Howard Thornton, man. He really blessed us this Christmas season, and yeah, I got this today. I went with the excuse me. I went with the standard 4K, and actually now I'm glad that I did. I know that there were so many. Well, we'll get into it. It's Terrifier 3. I got Terrifier 3. Look at that lenticular cover. That's the reason why I'm glad I just went this route. I mean, I know they got a pretty snazzy Steelbook, and in a way, I probably should have went with the Steelbook because the other one is a Steelbook. But anyway, what are you gonna do? So yeah, I know that there were different. They have like different sets of this. They got like sets that have all the movies. You got All Hallows Eve, and I think it's just that one because that's the only one that has Art the Clown in it. All Hallows Eve, but I already have All Hallows Eve 2. I have both of those on Blu-ray, and the first three Terrifier films, and you can get all different kinds of little bits of flair and goodies and stuff like that. I didn't go that route because I admit I was one of those ones like, well, we already know that Terrifier 4 is on the way, so it doesn't make much sense to buy a box set when you already know that the next one is already coming down the line. So I just went with the standard, but I was not expecting this cool lenticular cover on the slipcover, though. Check that out. See the face reflected in the axe blade there. So, yeah, and that's kind of cool too, because there's the back. Not many bonus features, but the making of Terrifier 3, which, of course, the bonus features are on the Blu ray. Exclusive sneak peek of the upcoming documentary Art Attack, Eulogy Log, and Bloody Stills Collection. But there you go. But what's cool about this too is, boom, different artwork. Yeah, how cool is that? Unfortunately, no interior, no reversible sleeve, but hey, don't worry about it, And yeah, this is it, kind of basic for your disc art. There's your Blu-ray, there's your 4K, and oh man, this is fun to have this movie in and to get it just in time for Christmas. I thought was pretty neat. Yeah, I could definitely see myself watching this a couple of times before Christmas. Um, well, you can tell. See, it's a Christmas movie, you know, right up there with Die Hard. Anyway, though, yeah, this movie is a blast, and the 4K looks really good. I love the way it looks. I don't really recall. Yeah, I don't really even remember if it's anything about there being HDR on it or anything like that. Does it say? No, it doesn't say. Okay, but yeah, still, it looks really good on 4K. I got to be honest with you though, the difference between the 4K and the Blu-ray is very, very minimal. I really didn't notice much of a difference at all when I was watching the two. But anyway, so yeah, I think even if you went with just the standard Blu-ray, you'd be perfectly fine. But still, I would say, yeah, go ahead and get this bad boy on 4K. It does look really good. Some of the scenes feel a little bit darker, and there's a little bit more. Kind of adds to the atmosphere, and also gives it more of when you watch it, it definitely gives it more of that. I love the film grain and everything else in it. Definitely gives it that look of, instead of looking like a polished modern day movie, it definitely looks more like like a 70s or even an 80s horror film, and so it has a really beautiful aesthetic to it. So yeah, so these bad boys, I really, you know, man, you got to have these on 4K. It's really the best way to go. I mean, this is about as close as I did hear that they just released the first movie on VHS, and I think the second one. So I don't know if this one's got a VHS, but anyway, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if it doesn't, it will soon enough. If you got the first two, if they did, the first two on a VHS, I'm pretty sure this one's not far behind. But yeah, this was a great experience. I had a lot of fun. Went to see this in the theater, and it was a blast. My brother and I went to go see it, and I was actually lucky. Like I said, it was a good experience. I had a pretty girl sitting next to me, and right before the movie started, she looked over at me and she's like, "Hello, hello." And she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the heads up right now. If this movie's as scary as I think it is, I'm probably gonna be all over you before this movie's over." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess if you have to." And so yeah, we were watching the movie, and so yeah, she was like climbing onto me, and I was just like, okay, I was like, damn, I really need to start. I need to start going watching horror movies in the theaters more often. Um, yeah, unfortunately, when I went to go see the double feature of The Thing and The Fly this past Halloween, unfortunately, I didn't have that. I didn't have that experience again. Would have been nice, but oh well. Oh well, life goes on. But anyway, so still check that out. But yeah, this is awesome to have this, and like I said, yeah, I know that there are all these different like collector sets and everything else, but I just figure I just go with the standard and kind of keep them uniform. And the only thing I think is fun. That's the only downside, though. You can see there's a little tear there in the slipcover, but other than that, it's perfect condition. Um, but yeah, it's just kind of nice to kind of keep them uniform. The only thing I get a laugh out of is David Howard Thornton is, or not David Howard, Damien Leone is saying, yeah, I'm gonna do Terrifier 4, and then that's it. It's like, yeah, after how much money this movie made, and pretty sure Terrifier 4 is probably gonna do pretty good. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, after 4, that's gonna be it. And, they'll never want another Terrifier. Yeah. Remember back in the day when Friday the 13th Part 4 was supposed to be the last one? Look how that turned out. But anyway, so it was a good film. And, yeah, Art the Clown, Art is as much of a horror icon as Michael, Jason, and Freddy, and I agree with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, Michael, Jason, Freddy, chef's kiss. But Art, we do need some new horror icons, to go along with it, and it's great because Art the Clown, he fits that bill right there. And we had some other ones, like I personally think like Mick Taylor in the Wolf Creek series. I think he's a great horror icon, and we had some, it's like, oh man, I remember the movie Nurse 3D is like that movie had potential, you know, that movie had potential that could have worked, but that's a topic for another day. But anyway, so yeah, Mari. And now it's time for the tradition of, see, we got the beautiful slip cover, lenticular cover, and everything. It's time to case this bad boy. So keep it nice and protected. There we go. Be with you just a second. I love the fun cameos in here too. You know, you had Jason Patrick playing the father. That fun little cameo from Tom Savini. These things don't always work when you want them to. But anyway, so there we go. I mean, this isn't going to just sit on a shelf. I promise you, this is definitely going to get watched. And there we go. That's nice. You can still get the effect of the lenticular cover through the protective case, so I like that. All right, so there we go. Welcome to the family. Terrifier 3 on 4K. Happy about that. So, yeah. If you want to save you a little money and just go for the Blu-ray, I say go ahead and go for it. The Blu-ray looks like it's got its very own nice slipcover as well. But I would say, just pay the extra couple of bucks. Go with the 4K. Why not? And you get the Blu-ray with it. So. And now that we got done with that, we're going to talk about this one. I bought this last year, and this is definitely a nice upgrade because the one that I bought, the Blu-ray, was actually just like one of those burn-on-demand discs, and this is a nice, really pressed disc and everything, so it's nice to have it. And this also has David Howard Thornton, and that is the mean one. And this movie, it's, excuse me, it's not a great movie by any means, but I have fun with this. And to see David Howard Thornton playing the Grinch, and I mean, I swear to God, he's really good in it. He has like the Jim Carrey manner. If you've seen the Grinch with Jim Carrey, he has like the facial expressions down. He's got the mannerisms and everything. And this movie is a blast. It's actually pretty fun to watch. And there's our Steelbook. So that's on the back there. And I thought this was kind of cool. The Cindy Lou Who character, the big shotgun painted like a candy cane, There you go. And like I said, this here on the Blu-ray, that's a nice. Oh, I got a couple of smudges on there. Oh, okay. No, that's the lettering. I'm sorry. I thought that I had some smudges on there. Okay. But yeah, you can see that's an actual pressed disc. It's not a burn on demand. And then the other inside of there is him as the Grinch. So, of course, they call him the mean one. Can't call him the Grinch, copyright infringement. But this movie actually is a lot of fun. The scene where all the carolers go into the restaurant and they're all singing and stuff, and he goes in and he just unleashes hell all over the place. That was a fun scene to watch. You got some bonus features on here. I think one or two of these are new. I think on the other one, I think the only bonus feature on there was just the deleted scenes. But this one has commentary by director Steve Lamorte and producer Amy Schumacher. Christmas Chaos, Making the Mean One, and deleted scenes. And yeah, I'm hoping that this one kind of catches on. And like I said, it's kind of, you could tell it's kind of shot on digital, so it is kind of cheap looking, but it is actually a fun movie, and I enjoy it. And what can I say? I'm a sucker for Christmas horror movies. I love Christmas horror movies. I love the classic, Christmas movie too. Christmas Story, Home Alone. I love all that stuff too, but I do love fun Christmas horror films. So. Of course, Black Christmas, 1974, the pinnacle of Christmas horror films. And now too, it's time for you to get protected. But if you get a chance, check this one out. Like I said, if you like the Terrifier movies, I think you'll have some fun with this, and especially with David Howard. I mean, come on, David Howard Thornton playing the Grinch. I mean, come on. What more can you ask for? There we go. All right. But yeah, definitely Terrifier 3 on 4K. There you go. If you're wanting good, if you haven't seen it yet, and you're definitely like, I want a good, Christmas horror movie. This one will definitely do in a pinch. But yeah, you want a really, really good Christmas horror movie this year. Terrifier 3. This is the one you want. But I'm very, very happy to have both of these and really nice additions. So, and that's it. So, if anybody took the time to watch this video, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please leave it a like, and if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to my channel. That's it, everybody. Take care, my boils and ghouls. See you all later. Have a great holiday.